Good morning. Today we will discuss about network security. So, up to this, as a part of curriculum, as a part of syllabus, we have discussed about what is network, types of network, and some terminologies related to computer network. How to make a network, how your network can transmit successfully your data, uh, all the things we have covered in previous two units. In the unit number 3, third unit, now onwards for a particular this unit number 3, as a syllabus of Dr. Kavindrasinh Mehta University, we will discuss about fundamental of network security. So, up to this, we have made a net group of computers, group of gadgets. All the devices are connected with a central communication device or a server. Now, as a part of security, we have to consider that there are so many reasons. That's why we have to make secure our network. Like, I will give you some examples. Like we are using a computer network with any topology, and we have 30 to 40 number of computers in a single network. Like there are six departments in an organization, and all department on an average there are 30 computers. So we have already total 180 computers in a same building, same infrastructure, and all the computers are connected with a single web server, data server, file server, and internet server. So internet is provided from a single host. Data may be stored on a single network. Files are stored with a single device, and all the remaining clients are connected with a server. Meanwhile, if any person uh, who who, uh, who have not the proper authentication, and he or she wants to access, he will access some unauthorized data, and they want to disturb our network, then there is the purpose of security. So we have to make our network secure so that unauthorized people, unauthorized attackers may not attack or may not access our data. This is the fundamental objective of network security. In this unit, we will discuss about basic security concerns and which are the security policies can be applied so that we can make our network smooth working environment as well as secure related to data as well as files. So we will start. Now here, this kind of security we have to implement. Computer network security consists of measures taken by business or some organizations to monitor and prevent unauthorized access from the outside hackers. So, what is the main goal? To prevent unauthorized access. Unauthorized access, that means a persons or a computer who have not properly user credentials, they are not able to access our network. That is avoid unauthorized access from the outside attackers. Outside, that means out of our network. We have one example. Network administrator controls access to the data and software on the network, right? One person we have appointed to manage all the network, and we are a person that is known, he or she known as network administrator. So our network administrator controls access to the data and software. A network administrator assigns the user ID and password to authorized person. Say for example, if you want to access our file server, our data server, then all the students have user ID and password to access the data server. We are saying that we also known as a Z drive or a server. On the server we are placing some important data, and for that accessing this particular server, our network administrator assigns us user id and password. At the same time, networks are going exponentially. They are becoming complex and mission critical, bringing new challenges to those who run and manage them. Likewise, our institute, before sometimes we have a single department or less computers, and now as the time going, network automatically grows. Then to manage this particular network, that is complicated, that is critical. So the need for integrated network infrastructure comprising voice, video and data services is evident, but this rapidly growing technology introduces fresh security concerns. For the network security, we can also use face recognitions or CCTV cameras. They are helping us to maintain security of a network. But for a smart intelligence, for a smart computing, nowadays there are so many security concerns. There are so many security methods available. Therefore, as a network managers struggle to include the latest technology in their infrastructure, and that's why our network administrators have to implement newest technology. The network security has become a pivotal function in building and maintaining today's modern high-growth network. That means today a network administrator have to upgrade with the new technologies. So this is a case study, and using this we can understand what are the requirements of computer network security. Many of the organizations that manage their own internal network security and uses internet for more than just sending receiving emails experience a network attack. See, like our institutions, there are so many departments, and they are internally work to send and receive files from one client to another client. There also uses internet to search, to surf on a network, or to government authorizations, or any purpose. They are also using internet, and they are also using mail servers. So to overcome the attack from the outside, we have to implement network security. Smaller companies are often complacent, having gained a false sense of security. Small segments have not implemented enough security purpose. They usually react to the last virus or the most recent defensive on of their website, but they are trapped in a situation where they do not have any necessary time and resources to spend on security. Right? Small organizations, they are not take care for the network security because they are not facing such kind of problems during their time period. Now, what are the aspects of network security? So that is a fundamental thing. What are the aspects of network security? See here, why we are using network security concerns, and why we require, we are using network security. So for the privacy, network integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. These are the four basic fundamental things. For that, we are using network security. What privacy and what is privacy? Privacy means both the sender and the receiver expects confidentiality. See here, sender will send a user ID and password or a very important sensitive information related to banking transactions to the receiver. They also worry about my data is not interrupted, my data is not trapped. Meanwhile, the network, right? So he or she also wants some confidentiality. Same as the receiver. Receiver also wants to make their data private. So that is privacy. The transmitted message should be sent only to the intended receivers, nowhere else, while the message should be opaque for the other users. It should not be passed to another users. Only the sender and receiver should be able to understand and transmitted message as a evaporance can intercept the message. See here, only sender and receiver can understand the message. That means we have to transmit our data in such a fashion so that sender and receiver can only understand the data. That's why we have to implement some encryption methodology. Using this methodology, if your data is interrupted uh, between the between the network, then another user who is not authorized for the particular data is not able to understand what actually data is. Right? So sender and receiver should be able to understand. Therefore, there is a requirement of encrypted. This aspect of confidentiality is commonly used to achieve some communication, that is a privacy. Now data integrity, the data must be arrived at the receiver exactly as it was sent. That means if I am sending one message to server or another node, my data carries five different images, and the images concerns about the fruits, five different fruits. So at this receiver end, it should be reached as same as whatever I have sent on the net. It must not be interrupted. It must not be changed during the transmission. That is, whatever I have sent in same manner, receiver have to receive. There must not be no changes in the data content during the transmission. The data integrity must be preserved for secure communication. Third one, that is authentication. That means endpoint authentication. Authentication means that the receiver is sure of sender. There should be both end is authorized to send the data as well as to receive the data. But there are some problems occur. Unauthorized sender are sending data multiple times, then there is a misconceptions during the transmission. And receiver also authorized the data, also having some authorizations. Otherwise, unauthorized people can also receive the data from the network. So, sender and receiver must be authorized person. Non-repetition, the receiver must be able to prove that the received message has come from a specific sender. It says that at the both end, sender and receiver, they both the persons should be identified using some particular identification. That is the IP address of a computer. We can also elaborate this with the example. If I am sending my data from 192.168.0.1 and to the 192.168.0.2, then 1 and 2 both have a address of sender as well as receivers. The sender must not deny sending the message. The burden of proving the identity comes on the receiver. These are the four aspects of network security: privacy, message integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. Now, what are the requirements of network security? So we have some questions. We have some questions If we are answering the questions, then we can easily understand what are the requirements of network security. First one, what are you trying to protect your or maintain? What are you trying to protect or maintain? Our data, our files, our information. We want to protect from the attackers, from the viruses. So, network security requires. Second one, what are your business objective? Our business objective is to provide 24 by 7 365 service to the customers. Meanwhile, if my data is hacked by some person, my data is not properly retrieved from my device, then what can I answer to my clients? Correct. So, that is the requirement of network security. What do you need to accomplish this objective? For that, we are storing a single copy of data to multiple locations. We are using antiviruses to protect our data. These are the objectives. What technologies or solutions are required to support this objective? There are so many solutions available for network securities to accomplish this objective. What our objective is, we have to remember, we have to keep into mind that we are running a business for data, for information. So information and data must be in specific way and must be secure. Are your objectives compatible with your security infrastructure, operations and tools? If no, then we have to implement such kind of infrastructure so that our data may be secure, our data is not passed on unauthorized hands. Operations are in such a way so that redundant applications must not be worked on the network, and tools are available with genuinely. These tools may not harm your data. So we have to provide such kind of infrastructure. What risks are associated with the inadequate security? If we are not implementing the security concerns or if we are not using security mechanisms, then there are so many chances to crash our data. That's why network security is required. What are the implications of not implementing security as I discussed? Will you introduce new risks not covered by your current security solutions or policy? Yes, definitely. As the time goes, there are some hackers or attackers are using newest technology to access our data. That's why we have to upgrade our network security mechanisms, and so that we are introducing new policies. How do you reduce the risk? That is to provide newest or latest technology. What is the tolerance of for this? Is once we have implemented such kind of infrastructure as well as security concerns, firewall or some uh, antivirus mechanisms and authentications, cryptography. After that, we are safe, and there is a no issue related to network transmission. So these are the questions. If we answer yes, then there is no need of network security to enhance in our network. And a single question answered with no, then we have to upgrade our network security. Okay, you can use these questions to pose and answer some of the basic questions that underline fundamental requirement for establishing a security network. Network security topologies, technologies reuse risk and provide a foundation for expanding business with internet, extranet, and electronic commerce e-commerce applications. Solutions also protect sensitive data and corporate resources from the intrusions and corruption. Advanced technology now offer an opportunity for small and medium-sized business as well as enterprise and large-scale network to grow and complete. They also highlight a need to protect computer systems against a wide range of network security. So, Now, security paradigm. As the size of network continues to grow and attacks to those networks becomes increasingly sophisticated, the way we think about security changes. Here's some major factors like security is no longer about products. Say, if we have implemented security mechanism like antivirus. So, as you know, we have to update antivirus periodically, time to time. If we are not update our antivirus, then newest viruses may attack on your data. So that means that is the lifelong process. We have to upgrade our network security. So security is no longer about the product. Security solutions must be chosen with business objective in mind and integrated with operational procedures and tools. Scalability demands are increasing as and when newest technology are introduced in the market, newest applications, latest applications for Android as well as iOS platform are day by day increasing. There are some chances are also expands for security for an attack on a computer. So scalability demands increasingly. Legacy endpoint security total cost of ownership is challenged. Reactive product force development and renewal of multiple agents and management paradigms. Day zero damage. That means from the attackers or from any kind of viruses happens too fast to reactive product on control. Therefore, an automated protective security system is needed to combat the dynamic area of modern day viruses and worms. So, these are the four major concerns, major factors for that we have to implement the security paradigm. So, in this tutorial, we discuss about some primary things related to network security. What is network security? Why it requires? What are the factors? What are the aspects of security, network security, and what are the basic factors, major factors or paradigm uses for network security? Thank you so much. Thanks.